welcoming everyone to join our Q&A session tonight.
Yeah. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing? Good.
Yeah.
How you been, Simon?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just staying at home.
Staying home?
Didn't do too much today.
Yeah, I think same thing. We just stayed
Another...
at home and not doing much.
Nah, it's another 2 weeks of lockdown, but I think at least a month.
Yeah, well, up to next month anyway. So I mean, up to the end of the month anyway. So it's kind of like a It's been 2 weeks already. So it's another 2 weeks, and hopefully the lockdown goes down a bit. But yeah, I would
hopefully it gets better.
Hope it gets better. So once that dies down a bit, it's a lot more better, and hope everyone's slowly gets back to normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right. Let's get started.
Yeah, might as well just get started. Sorry for a couple of minutes of technical difficulties, and so yeah, I guess we'll get started today, and I guess today is about how we can have some good skin on our face. So I guess the first question I wanted to ask you is, Simon, what is mud mask?
All right, so mud has been around for ages. Since anyone can remember.
Yeah.
And it's a substance that's able to give you a lot of good for your skin.
Yeah.
People have been using it for centuries, and nowadays not just for the face. You can actually jump in a pool of it, and you can cleanse your skin. You can remove your dead skin into it. And so mud is it has a lot of properties to it, and it can actually give you a lot of detoxification, cleanse your skin, and even tighten your skin. Mud is for a person to use it, it's okay, but if you put it on a pet, you don't want them to run around all over the house.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So yeah, you can use it on anyone, really.
That's true. Anyone can use it, and as long as you want good skin, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
So
that's good.
I want to ask you guys. Why is mud mask good, and for the skin, and who can use it?
Yeah, I guess anyone can use skin. I mean, we do recommend anyone over 18 that can use it. Well, basically, first of all, mud mask basically, the mud mask that we have actually has, 40 plus minerals or skin beneficial minerals to nurture our skin. And I guess a lot of people use different type of mud mask and all that. But our mud mask is quite good because when we use it, when we put it on, it becomes the dark green type of skin. Yeah, dark green. You look like the Hulk, right? And then eventually later on, it dies down to fades out to the lighter color, which starts to dry out. And then obviously, we start to say, can't really move our face. But through that process, there's another thing that is, it starts drawing out the impurities out of the skin. So it's putting the good stuff into our skin, but it's also drawing out the impurities out of the skin. So another thing that it does is also softens the skin, and it also softens the skin and purifies the skin, as I did mention that. Draw out the toxins and impurities. And the way it's actually this one, I'm not too sure. Did I mention that it deposit more than 40 plus beneficial minerals for this one? Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's one thing, that it's got so much things in there, especially with our glacial marine mud. And it's obviously the proprietary homogenisation process delivers like a refined particle size for maximum mineral surface area. So basically anyone can use and it definitely that is good for our skin to use, and that's the most unique part about our mud mask, and
cool.
Yeah, but I guess in general a lot of people do use mud mask, and I think I might went into a little bit too much, right? I went into
details good.
Yeah, detail is good. And I guess yeah, a lot of people go to like the salons or go to like these spa places where they put, pack on the mud and then put that little cucumber onto the eyes and all that. Yeah. So I guess a lot of that, or otherwise you can go to like these places where you can dip yourself in mud, and it's also good for your skin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of people use different type of mud mask, and there's a bit of uniqueness to our one. Yeah. But I guess what's the third question I wanted to ask you, Simon, is why is it so? Why is our glacial marine mud mask so different?
Yeah, so glacial marine mud is different because it is sourced from uncontaminated environments. The third question is actually very similar to the next question, but I won't go into too much detail.
That's okay.
I'll let you a bit more.
That's okay.
But it's different because a lot of paper masks, or cotton masks, the material masks, they're man-made. A lot of the ingredients are man-made. Yeah. And so mud is actually natural. It comes in. It just gets made by nature. And so it has a lot of properties that can actually detoxify your skin, removing impurities from your cells, getting rid of dead skin, firming, all these properties, no other natural substance can actually give you all that. Yeah. All the ones that we use, those paper masks and all that, they're all man-made, and they can do those effects, but they're all, not natural. They're not. Well, they're all man-made. So that's how it is. Secondly, glacial marine mud mask is actually part of the epoch range. Yep. So that means that every product, every epoch product that is sold, New Skin will actually donate 25 cents to the Force for Good Foundation to help less privileged people and actually teach them to sustain their own life, and also to teach other people, which also helps us to empower other people, giving them the ability to actually have that power, and teaching, showing how to do things. Yeah. Yeah. So that it's not just about the mud or about the product itself. It's also about giving back to the community. So we actually take this mud from an uncontaminated area in Canada, but it's actually taken from nature. But we also have to somehow give back to nature as well.
That's right, and once again, I guess the same to last week's product that we did was the Epic range. So I guess every single product that is in the Epic range is 25% goes back to the for that foundation. So that's very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, it was very similar, but the next question is where is glacial marine mud mask sourced from? Yeah. This is actually a very interesting question.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting to understand the story of this the glacial marine mud that comes from, and you did mention it's a very remote area of how we actually get the mud from it, right? So basically, from what I've been told, right, and I guess a few everyone's heard of this, and it's basically legend has it that the Native Americans in the Pacific Northwest, which is around Canada, found this mud and started to use it about centuries ago. What they used was they used this type of mud to try to actually make pottery with this mud, but because the mud was so fine in particle size and all that, it was they were unsuccessful in making pottery with them. But they've noticed that their hands and their hands on the skin was a lot softer and smoother. So which is good. And I guess so instead of starting to make pots and all that, they started using this, like using obviously for the hands, make the skin's a lot more smoother and all that. So how I say is like to source this mud, basically you have, how can I say it? It is a very remote area, so we have to drive about 2.5 hours in a 4-wheel drive vehicle or on a dirt road for two hours, and another 2 hours by boat, just to get to this area to get this mud mask. And basically very, very far away, whereas like you said, it's uninhabited. There's no one really getting in there, getting the mud. And how the mud actually comes in is basically every day the mud is covered by 2 to 3 meters of tide. And when the tide does go out, the mud is mined. That's when the mud is mined. And the upper layer of the mud is removed, and then the mud is harvested from 1 meter in depth to ensure the consistency of that mud. And then obviously through digging and harvesting that mud, all the holes are filled up with rocks, and the top layer of mud is being replaced. And the mud does get replenished, constantly replenished by the tides and nearby mountain springs. So that's how we actually source that. And we actually, Nu Skin actually has the exclusive rights to use this rare resource also. And the estuary is natural deposit estuary is in the British Columbia. Yeah, very detailed. Cool, sorry about that.
Yeah. No, I really love reading about it as well.
Yeah.
The other day, and yeah, I was just fascinated. Wow, like to actually have the rights to, mine in this area, and to just have exclusivity to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
That's
cool.
Right.
All right. So now we know where it's from. What have well, it's a question for both of us.
Yeah,
what
I
have we? Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is, what have we experienced, or our customers have experienced? So, for me personally, I use this probably once a week or twice a week, depending. But I love it. I especially love it when when our skin is very like oily and you get that when you go out there and you get like bombarded with toxins, right, and pollutants, right? And I like it because when I use it, it actually makes my skin a lot more firmer, and a lot more firmer and a lot more soft, but also gives me that glow in the skin. So it gets rid of, first of all, like I do personally have a bit of more oily within the nose area. So the great thing is with the mud mask is like once I put the mud mask on, gives me all the benefits that I need, but also it draws out all the impurities out of my nose, like all the pores out of my nose, and it gives you that little dots, like those little oil dots that are coming back out, and I really love it because it feels a lot more. It makes my skin feel a lot more firm in general. Yeah. How about you, Simon?
Cool. Yeah, so I have dry skin, and so I don't use it too often, but when I do, it's usually because I have a few pimples here and there. So pimples, can be made from oily skin and all that. So whenever I have a bit of oil, I just patch. So I don't do the whole face. I just do points, and I just try to absorb that oil, and then it actually heals a bit quicker.
Yep.
Yeah, the pimples cycle actually goes a bit quicker. So yeah, I use those. Some of my customers, they use it and they love it. Actually reduces the pore size because it draws out all the oil. Also firms the face, and they actually love that feeling. It is not only smooth, the texture of your skin, firming, removes impurities, cleansing, and actually putting back all the minerals that you need for your skin.
Yeah.
So at least 5 benefits there.
Yeah, that's definitely right.
Yeah. So I don't think you can complain about having something natural that actually does takes out all the good and takes out all the bad and puts in all the good into your skin.
Exactly, and I guess most of the mud mask is like, I guess most of them, they kind of don't dry out. They kind of just stay and it's moist, and then after 20 minutes you just remove it. But for our one, it actually dries up. So when you put it on, it eventually dries up a bit, and then from drying it, it becomes once it starts soaking into our skin, it starts to dry up, and once it dries up, it's very tight. And then after that, it draws out everything. So it does dry out, but it also eventually draws back out the impurity. So that's something that I've noticed also in other masks that they don't do. Is just like it just stays moist and it just stays there. You just gotta remove it. But yeah, our one is just like it does. It's very moist when you put it on, but once you starts about 15-20 minutes, it dries up, it becomes lighter green, and then from then, that's when you just let a few more minutes to let it soak or kind of like draw those impurities out before you wash it off.
Yeah, I think a lot of other muds, they might have a lot more salt in them, and then after you finish using it, it might feel a tinge more drier.
Yeah.
Whereas our one doesn't feel dry.
Yeah.
Even through the whole process of using this Great Marine Mud Mask product. So yeah, I guess it's where it comes from.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the part.
Yeah, I guess it's once again it's how it's like I said, it's where it's from and the way it's being processed, and also the way it's how it's being processed and how it's being made, and what kind of other ingredients are also involved in this in this product.
Yeah. All
right.
So mud mask. That's that's our topic for today. I didn't bring my product over. It's over in the bathroom.
Yeah. I forgot my one too. I mean, we've had it a few times, and then and I keep forgetting to bring the products out. But yeah, definitely. So next time we'll have that because ours is in the bathroom too. So, but yeah.
Well, I'll post it down in the chat.
That's right.
Later on,
exactly.
So everyone can see.
Exactly.
But yeah, I guess tonight's session was a bit late, but it's a bit short as well.
Yes, short and sweet. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. And I guess next time we got to remind ourselves, we got to put the product next to us, or we'll have that product so that we can show you guys what it is.
Well, next week's product is a really special one, and excited to be able to tell everyone about this next product coming out.
Exactly, that is a good product, right?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. So let's stay tuned, and then I'll see you guys all next week.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you for watching us, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Everyone stay safe, and we will be back on again around the same time this week. And stay tuned. Hey?
Next week. You said this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Next week. So next week, same time. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned, guys.
All right.
You guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys.
We do. All right. Thank you so much, Simon. Take care. Okay. See you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.